Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak. Welcome back to Slide 2 Band of Thieves.
After reading through the log chopping guide, it's become painfully clear that to win in the lumberjack games, we'll have to cheat. Now, I've constructed a plan that hinges around us acquiring an eagle's egg, which is more difficult than you'd think. First, Murray needs to lure a bear into taking out the local oil mains. Once destroyed, the pressurized oil should ignite and create updrafts, which Sly will then use to paraglide over to the eagle's nest, grab an egg, and then head back to the safe house. Thanks to Murray's undercover work in the RC Combat Club, we've learned that the Northern Light Battery is hidden in a silo nearby. The battery needs some serious modification if we're going to hide inside it to sneak onto Arpeggio's blimp. First, we'll short the battery with grapple lines on local boats. Then, we'll all break into the lighthouse and sever the power flow to the battery. That way it won't recharge. Given my electrical engineering background, this plan has a 97% chance of success. Pretty good, huh?
Shouldn't you stop the power charge first, then destroy the battery? Or short the battery? Ah, well, whatever. It's a video game. Who gives a shit? Anyway, last time we did the missions in the first day. This time we'll be taking on the missions on the second day, and then the next video we're going to be doing the operation. So let's start things off with Murray's mission, Old Grizzle Face. Grizzle Face. Love that name. So, Old Grizzle Face is the name of the blind and deaf bear that's roaming around the area. You know, the one that annihilates me every time. That guy, him, right over there.
If we're gonna get an eagle egg, you'll first have to destroy all the local oil mains.
It looks pretty sturdy. The Murray is strong, but his fists can't punch through metal.
No problem. See that old bear down there? His name is Grizzle Face. The guards ignore him because he's blind and practically nerve dead, except for his sense of smell. If that old guy smells fish, there's no stopping him. Use Grizzle Face to take out the oil mains.
But I don't smell like fish, do I? How can I lure him around?
Bentley's taken up a post along the river. He'll keep tossing bombs into the water and the fish should get blown sky high. Plenty should land near your position.
So you want me to throw a fish at the oil mains so that old Grizzle Face will knock him apart?
That's the idea. You might even try throwing fish at the guards. Might improve their odor.
What's funny is that Bentley's blowing up fish, and like, they're supposed to be like super stealthy right now, just so that they can blow up these things, but like I was blowing up the lake or river or whatever stuff. Now what I did there was I hit triangle. Apparently that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to throw the fish onto the main. I thought if I just put the scent next to it, it should be fine, but it didn't work out the way I planned. I'm like nearly dead. And you know what's funny too is that this bear I don't have to worry about, because the bear will not actually attack you unless you have fish on you. But he's usually so far away that the fish doesn't really affect you. Now you don't actually have to wait for the bear to destroy things, as long as you throw a fish onto the oil thing. The oil main, thank you, Sly. If you throw a fish right at the oil main, Grizzle Face will attack from anywhere on the map. So you can throw a fish at, say, this oil main and then run over to the next oil main, and Grizzle Face will destroy it. There's no need to wait for him, which is really useful. Let's just wait for that fish to come. Perfect. These guards are so confused. I'm just like a dude carrying a fish from point A to point B. I also like how these fish like float mid-air, like above Murray's head, until you stop running for whatever reason. Excuse me. Alright, so this mission's actually pretty short, especially if you just throw a fish on the oil main and
Grizzle Face has caught the scent. He's
move
coming.
on. Yeah, so as Sly mentioned, Grizzle Face will always catch the scent, and he'll always on the way. You can carry a new fish. You don't have to use it. I think the fish smell only happens when you throw it. throw the fish. So I don't think carrying the fish will reset Grizzle Face's AI or anything. I think it's just as long as you throw it is when the scent will be released. But other than that, this mission's pretty quick. It's pretty simple. Especially with the Atlas strength, having the ability to run and jump. You know, makes things easy. This guy made me drop my fish, so now I'm all upset. He needed to pay with his life for my misplaced fish. There we go. And just like that, we beat the mission. Super simple. And the bear will always attack the oilman.
Good work, Murray. Now that the oil lines are exposed, Sly's all set up for a paragliding job off the lighthouse.
Yeah, that mission sucks. We're gonna wait for that until the end. So let's pick up with Bentley, and we're gonna be doing his mission, Boat Hack. That mission's actually a lot more fun since it's a hacking minigame. I don't think it's the last hacking. No, it's not. No, it's not. Episode 8 has some hacking minigames. I was gonna say, like, I'm not sure if this is the last one or not. I don't remember, but it's not. Episode 8 has a few computers to hack. So we still have plenty of hacking to do, which I'm okay with because I enjoy the hacking.
If we can trust Murray's informant, that's the silo with the battery hidden inside.
To prepare it for travel, we'll have to drain off its northern light energy. By attaching a boat's grappling hook to the top of the silo, we should be able to deplete power from the battery.
Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat.
Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough to fire its grappling hook.
Okay, I'll climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it take to drain the battery?
3 should suffice. Once the first line's attached, Murray and I will commandeer another boat. You should stay in position.
Finally, I get the easy gig.
So I don't need you, Murray, okay? I don't need you to manhandle me and throw me across a river.
I'm all set to throw you to
I
the
got me a
boat.
hover pack,
These
Murray. Go
days,
fuck
my
yourself,
aim is
Murray.
impeccable.
I'm just kidding,
Now
Murray. I
to
love you.
hack the steering controls.
So this mission is just a simple hacking minigame, but it brings back that grappling hook thing from what was it, Operation Thunderbeak. So these little green guys, they drop mines. You can shoot the mines out and clear the spot, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I just cleared a few of them. So that's useful. When you open up this door, there's usually like a group of 5 or 6 of them ready to charge at you. They take a few hits to kill, maybe like 3 or 4. But they're really slippery. Like they just drift all over the place. Like they don't move like all the other ones. They're very slippery. So it's really easy for you to just avoid them for the most part. Although I'm doing a horrible job at avoiding them. You can just avoid them. And for the most part, each mission has a little circle area like that to take care of them. These hacking minigames are really short and really sweet, so that's why I pretty much like playing the hacking minigames, but I also just like twin stick shooters in general. I don't know why I find twin stick shooters really fun. Kind of like how in Call of Duty you have like the zombie minigame. Like, although that's really fun, I like the arcade style zombie game more, like the twin stick shooter version of it for some sick odd reason. I don't know why, I enjoy twin stick shooters, so the hacking minigames being twin stick shooters just is a lot of fun for me. What's funny is that you don't actually have to stay on the boat. You can jump off it and run away and do whatever you want, which is pretty neat. But you don't have to be on the boat, because once it lands in position, you'll just be dragged back. But yep, and just like last time, we gotta aim where Sly is, and then aim a little higher than what he is, just to account for gravity, and you should be able to get it in one shot.
You guys should head out for another boat before anyone picks up on what we're doing.
Right, so the next boat location, I think I actually used Murray for this one, because I don't think you have enough space to to fly over there. Although you might be able to if you do it from the top of the roof like you're supposed to go, but I'll let Murray help me out. You know, he's here to throw Bentley, so why not let him throw Bentley? Yeah. Also, what's funny is, oh, I hit the wrong button there. My bad. You know what's funny too is that I don't think the long throw actually is affected. I don't think Murray's ever affected by the long throw, so that will never get bigger. Like that archway will never get bigger than what it already is. So yeah, just like all the other hacking mini games, it's pretty much the same layout except with added enemies and more firewalls to break through. I really enjoy the hacking mini games, but I can understand why someone would find these really repetitive. Although they can be slightly repetitive, I think the slight added challenge in each hacking minigame and the music being sped up really kind of helps to I don't know how to say this, but like how to make it intriguing and worthwhile to play, I guess is probably the best thing. And what's funny too is that like I think I was misremembering, because I remember there being 2-player minigames in this game, but I was thinking of Sly 3. Because in it you can do hacking multiplayer game, and I wanted to show that off, but it's in Sly 3. So we're gonna have to wait until Sly 3 for that. For the 2-player games, that is. And just like always, I overshot that one a little bit. But as always, aim where Sly is, and then shoot a little higher than where he is.
One more grapple line to go, and this thing will be on empty.
If that makes sense. And now for the last boat. You're just supposed to use Murray to... looking for it right now, I couldn't see it because of the building. But you're supposed to use Murray to throw Bentley onto the mammoth, because Murray can't like throw Bentley that far. Even though I'm sure that like he could just throw him from that little archway on the left.
I was wondering what happened to that guy. Guess he just prefers to be frozen.
Poor little mammoth. But since I have the hover pack, I could just cheese it. Sorry, Murray, I kind of made you pretty much useless. But he's there just in case you didn't buy the hover pack. The upgrades in the store are not necessary. Well, actually, only 2 of them are, Paraglider and the Alarm Clock. The Alarm Clock is necessary to beat this level. You need, you need it to do the heist. And when I mentioned that I glitched the game in which I couldn't progress through it without the I couldn't beat the level, I couldn't beat the heist, or like I couldn't start the heist rather. I had the alarm clock at like my first playthrough. I just couldn't. It just the thing wouldn't spawn, like the little icon wouldn't spawn. So I couldn't begin the mission. It was really weird. So I was stuck on episode 7, and it was like this really weird glitch. And I don't know like how I triggered it. Like it pretty much bricked my entire save file. Although you could just use a cheat code to restart the episode if that were to happen to you. I didn't know that at the time. So I instead just restarted the entire game. Fine enough, and just played through the entire game again. But yeah, that's the last boat. So there's only one more grappling hook, and then we'll be all set. So let's just wait for the boat to guide itself all the way over to where Sly is, so that we can launch a grappling hook up there, so that we can beat this mission, so that we can continue on and beat this game, or rather level. There's 2 more missions. There is Lighthouse Break, I think, and there is the Eagle one where you glide to get the egg. And just like that, we were able to connect all 3. Excuse you, I said, and like that, we're able to collect all 3. Okay, excuse you, all 3 hooks to Sly. Fuck you.
be all set to move in.
How those grappling hooks discharge the battery, I will never know. But point is, it worked, and there's no more Bentley missions, so it's time to run back to the safe house, grab Sly, and then do the remainder of his missions, which consist of pretty much climbing up this lighthouse a few times. Now I'm an idiot. I was looking at, I think I was looking at Lighthouse Break-In, and I climbed up the entire lighthouse because I wasn't looking at the titles clearly enough. So you're gonna see like an awkward fade-in cut, I think, of the title screen of the next mission. That's because I didn't realize I went to the wrong mission. I thought you had to climb up to the lighthouse in order to start the mission, not climb up the lighthouse to jump off the lighthouse and glide. So I was being dumb there. Because in the mission you have to climb up the lighthouse. So you're going to be climbing up this lighthouse a few times. So Thermal Ride, that's the other mission. So we're going to be doing Lighthouse Break-In. There was that awkward cut. I don't know if you caught it. And so what I ended up doing is once I started the wrong mission, I hit Abandon Job in the pause menu, and I came back here. And pretty much just started off where I was when I hit the thing. It's actually not as awkward of a cut as I thought it would be. I thought that looked worse in editing.
That lighthouse is the conduit for collecting the northern lights. We need to shut it down, or the silo battery will continue to fill with energy, making it impossible for us to stow away inside.
So, you want me to go in there and bust the thing up? Sounds like work for Murray.
Actually, this job will require all three of our skills. The front door is locked, and you're the only one capable of climbing up to the hatch on top. Once inside, sneak down to the ground floor and let us in. We'll help you finish the job.
All right, see you on the ground floor.
I know this mission needs all three of the gang to do it, but why can't you just set a bomb on the door? I mean, we're going to be going in there and causing havoc anyway. Why not just blow up the door and then destroy it? You would think John Bassan would realize that we're stopping his charging. Like, you would think he'd be able to notice that. Be careful with these icicles. They can hit you, and then that can knock you off of this entire lighthouse, forcing you to climb all the way back up.
Climbing, Sly. You made it up to the hatch.
Funny enough, I didn't actually want to enter there. I wanted to grab that shiny and then enter there, but I guess I was standing too close to the hatch. So, whoops. Now, you're supposed to run down to open up the door, but I wanted to show you that if you jump down, it's an instant kill. Yep, don't jump down. I'm gonna let Jean Bassan speak now. Yeah, so Jean Bassan was just mentioning about the three main games.
Just let me at that Northern Light Attractor. It'll be slag in minutes.
Not quite that simple, Murray. I'll reverse the energy flow from the control computer while you lift the main circuit breaker. That should give Sly a short window of opportunity to climb up the power lines and overload the system from the top.
Up, down, up, down. They should put an elevator in this place.
On, off, on, off. So I paused the game there for a few seconds. I had to leave while playing the game to go eat. So sorry for that little cut there. So we're gonna have to jump up this charger, and since Bentley is hacking the game or doing whatever, and Murray is lifting up this thing or whatever Murray is doing, we won't have to worry about that instant kill thing. What we do have to worry about is what we do have to worry about is is avoiding these lasers coming up the ropes. Don't ask me how ropes are conducting electricity through them. I have no idea, but it's how the game handles it. So, yep. And that's Lighthouse Breaking.
We did it! The collection mechanism is overloading!
Boom. Mission complete. Amazing. So now we have to leave through the ladder. I ran down, realized I didn't have to do that, then climbed back up and left the ladder. So that's all I did. The next mission is actually on top of the lighthouse. So it's probably good that I did this mission first, just so that I didn't have to run back. So we're going to be doing thermal ride.
In order to overcome Jean Bisson in the Lumberjack games, we'll need to enlist the help of the giant Canadian eagles. Their nest is out on that iceberg. Steal one of the eggs, and then bring it safely back to the safe house. We'll use it to direct the eagle's protective instincts against Bisson.
Sure, sounds easy enough. Except for the part where I have to swim a half a mile through freezing water.
Why swim when you can paraglide? With the oil mains all destroyed, the pent-up combustible materials have just caught fire.
I see. The updraft created by the flame should give me some extra altitude.
Just make sure to stay out of the fire. Get too close and old Grizzle Face will be eating barbecued raccoon for dinner.
That's a charming image, Bentley.
So is this world like, since there are like bear, anthropomorphic bears in this game, are these bears like cavemen, or are they like standard animals? I'm trying to understand. Would this be like considered cannibalism? So like, let's say if the Grizz dies, right? And old Grizzle Face. Oh, no, their names are very similar. I didn't even think of that. So let's say the bears from this game kill old Grizzle Face from Sly 4, just for whatever reason, right? And they eat him. Will that be cannibalism? I mean, they're both bears, right? But one's like super smart. I don't know. Will like eating a Neanderthal be considered cannibalism? I mean, they're like close, but like they're not humans, right? I don't know. But they're not homosexuals. Homo sapiens. But you know what I'm saying? Like, is that considered cannibalism? Just curious. I don't know. This game makes me think. Any game, any world where there's anthropomorphic animals and like real animals, just makes me think like, why is this weird? You know?
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
I remember in like my anime. Oh yeah, I was gonna say for these eagles to dodge them, you actually have to dodge them. I thought like, oh yeah, it's just like the ones on the ground. You just aim for the wings and you'll be fine. No, don't do that. You'll die if you aim for the wings. You have to actually avoid them. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, so like back in one of my introduction to animation classes, I remember we had to make an animatic using like 4 characters, like a Boy Scout, an old lady, a cat, and a dog. And we had to create our own like little story with a few sheets or whatever, and make it into like an animatic. But so so instead of making it like, oh yeah, a story about like a Boy Scout helping an old lady or whatever, I wanted to make it like a dog has a Boy Scout as a pet. Like an anthropomorphic dog has a Boy Scout as a pet, and like an anthropomorphic cat has an old lady, and the Boy Scout's a dog, and the old lady is a cat, and like the old lady is stuck in a tree, and the dog has to help the cat get the old lady out of the tree. Like that's I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in it. But like it's just an animatic, and like there I made like the animals like humans and the humans animals. So like why is it that in this it's animals and animals? Why are there the anthropomorphic animals? Why are they like okay with bears just being bears? I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's just a weird thought I always get when I see like Mickey Mouse and Pluto, you know, or rather Goofy and Pluto. Like one's a dog, one's a dog.
Excellent job.
But
if you could get that eagle
weird.
back
I don't
to
know.
the safe house, we'll be all set for the Lumberjack game.
Was the funny animal movement a disgrace? Probably. It led to the rise of furries, but you know. Furries are weird, man. I don't know. I don't have an issue with like the anthropomorphic animal art style, but it's when you start sexualizing shit, that's when it gets weird. You know what I'm saying? That's when it gets weird. Point is, don't fuck dogs. Or any animal for that matter. That's really strange.
Great work,
It
Sly.
has its own terms. But anyway, on that note, I will end this video and I'll see you guys for the operation. See you guys then.